Hello, my name is Frank Collins, and this is my PowerPoint on stress and chronic stress on the mind and body. What is stress, and what are the effects of chronic or long term stress? Stress, the body's natural physical and mental reaction to life changes, challenges, or demands, acting as a built in alarm system, triggering the release of hormones that prepare you to confront or escape a threat. Stress is a protective mechanism that serves as a signal to everyone when we may be in an undesirable or less favorable situation. However, there are long-lasting effects that stress has on our brain and body that are potentially harmful. That are exposed, to stressful environments have a higher likelihood of multiplies disorder. According to a study published by PubMed Central, stress can either be a triggering or aggravating factor for many diseases and pathological disorders. All the systems of the body, including endocrine, nervous system, skeletal, respiratory, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, and reproductive systems are affected by stress. Stress effect on the brain. Stress in the brain. Stress floods the brain with hormones and neurotransmitters. Many chemicals such as adrenaline, neopinephrine, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and cortisol are released. Adrenaline boosts physical energy, speeds up heart rate, increases blood flow to major muscle groups, and dilates airways. Cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone, floods the brain with glucose to sustain energy for the nervous system. High amounts of cortisol can have a physical effect on the brain. Norepinephrine, I really am not 100% on how to pronounce that, acts as both a neurotransmitter, which enhances vigilance and help store aversive emotional memories. Long-term stress, when dealt with, can result in our brains not functioning in the way that is helpful or healthy. When your brain is subjected to a constant state of alertness, this can impair cognitive abilities, decision-making, emotional regulation, and focus, according to an article published by the University of Alabama at Birmingham. Over time, chronic stress is thought to contribute to faster breakdown of brain function, essentially speeding up the aging process and leading to an earlier onset in cognitive decline. Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Chronic stress can have a shrinking effect on the prefrontal cortex, kills brains, and even reduce the size of the brain. I'm not sure if that changed or. Let's see here. There we go. Stress effects on the body. Stress in the body. Our bodies are well equipped to handle stress in small doses, but chronic or long-term stress can have a serious, long-lasting effects on the body. Different bodily systems such as, but not limited to, immune, digestive, cardiovascular, reproductive, and musculoskeletal are affected. Muscle tensions, the body's way of guarding against injury and pain, is a reaction to stress. Long periods of muscle tension can trigger stress, like a stress-related disorder, like tensions, headaches, migraines, and chronic pain in many areas on the body. Stress alters respiratory system, resulting in symptoms such as shortness of breath, rapid breathing, panic attacks, or asthma attacks. An increase in heart rate and stronger contractions of the heart is a result of stress. Exposure to chronic stress to the cardiovascular system can cause hypertension, inflammation, heart attack, or stroke. The brain-gut communication is also affected by stress, which may trigger bloating, pain, heartburn, acid reflux, vomiting, gas, or inflammatory bowel disease. Harmful to reproductive system may also be present from chronic stress, leading to infertility, lower libido, or disease. Stress effects on mental health. Stress and mental health, physical health isn't the only thing affected by chronic stress. Mental health is also a factor. Now that we have established the main components of stress and chronic long-term exposure to stress physically, let's take a look at the mental and emotional impact stress has. A psychological impact, according to the Canadian Red Cross, that can manifest as irritability, aggression, a feeling of loss of control, insomnia, fatigue, exhaustion, sadness or tears, concentration and memory problems, or more. Mental health disorders can hinder day-to-day functions of the mind and body. Depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, acute stress disorder, adjustment disorder, substance abuse disorders, sleep disorders, and burnout can all be resulted of chronic stress. Stress and chronic stress. Ultimately, in conclusion, our bodies are designated to withstand in small amounts, but chronic stress acts as a slow poison to our physical and mental health over time. Systematically, our mental health, physical, and brain health will significantly degrade from prolonged stress exposure. Chronic stress will rewire our brains, fracture, wear down our bodily systems, trigger disorders, exhaust our nervous system, and have an emotional toll on our mental well-being. And then I have the sources cited page. That's it.